Hey folks, I hope everyone is doing well. I've been getting a lot of questions a little bit about the US financial crisis that we saw about a month ago regarding Silicon Valley Bank and the run that happened, and ultimately was their demise after a couple of days. So what essentially has happened, Silicon Valley Bank was around for 40 years. It was a massive institution. And since the pandemic, they've had a significant amount of deposits that have actually come through their door. And they had to do something with it. They had to invest it. They had to make money on it. And so what happened is they invested it in mid to long-term type securities. Well, the problem is because central banks, the US Fed, the Bank of Canada, because they've been aggressively hiking rates due to the rapid rise of inflation, these kind of fixed income securities or interest-bearing securities have actually fallen in value. So what transpired at Silicon Valley Bank is, depositors went in, they requested their money, and they started to eat into their liquid capital at a greater rate than the cash they had available. And the only way to service those requests was to actually sell some of those short-term investments that were down 10, 15%. So essentially, they actually had greater losses than they had liquid cash to get back to investors or depositors. Well, lo and behold, people caught wind of it and said, hey, if you have money in this bank, they're selling investments at a loss, what is the long-term outlook? And believe it or not, in one day, they had $40 billion worth of withdrawal requests. And essentially, it was a bank run, an old-fashioned bank run that actually had them close their doors. So unfortunately, the US Fed, FDIC, and the Treasury had to step in and make sure to guarantee all of the deposits of the depositors. Now, will that affect Canadian banks, or are the Canadian banks at the same mercy as their depositors? Stay tuned and I'll talk about it in my next video.